What is going on, you guys? It is officially the end of the fall season, so you know what that means. It's time for my seasonal manga haul. Now, just like with all my other manga hauls, I go above and beyond, and I always pick up an insane amount of manga. And in this video, I have picked up exactly 60 volumes. But before we get into it, I want to give you guys a late happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a tremendous time, because I definitely did. But I don't want to waste any more of you guys' time. Let's go ahead and jump right into the haul. I will see you guys in a sec. Okay, so starting it off, we have the next volume I needed of Jujutsu Kaisen. Guys, I have been looking for the next volumes of this forever now, and I finally found 18 at my local Barnes & Noble. Unfortunately, I couldn't find 19 through 23, and recently I just finished watching season 2 of the anime with my little sister, so I am so excited for season 3 to come out. And after reading both the manga and watching the anime, I have come to the conclusion that the manga, in my opinion, isn't really worth getting. If you want to get into Jujutsu Kaisen, I wouldn't get the manga. I would definitely just watch the anime, because the animation is so incredible, and the Japanese voice acting, I haven't watched it in the dub, but the Japanese voice acting is also some of the best I've seen in any anime. Mahito's voice actor went so crazy on that season. But Jujutsu Kaisen is definitely one of my favorites, and again, I just cannot wait for the next season to come out. Then the next series we have, guys, you know me, I cannot do any manga haul without getting at least the next volume of this series. And this time I got 2, and that is Akane Banashi. If you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you would know that this is definitely my favorite ongoing Shonen Jump manga outside of One Piece, of course. But I stopped reading this at around volume 4 because I just wanted to wait until a good amount is out, so I don't have to just read one volume and then have to wait for volumes to come out. But I am glad that these volumes are coming out pretty quickly. Okay, so we got all of the just random volumes I picked up out of the way, but now we can focus on the series that I bought in bulk. And the first one we have up here is Mao, or Mayo. I'm gonna pronounce it Mao. If I'm not saying it correctly, tell me in the comments. But I picked up volumes 1 through 9, and then I have the rest of it right here, which is volumes 10 through 18. So overall, I got volumes 1 through 18. This is all that's out right now. It is an ongoing manga. And for those who don't know, this manga is actually written and drawn by Rumiko Takahashi, which she is really famous for her most popular work, which is of course Inuyasha, but she also does a manga that I was first introduced by, which is Mason Ikoku. But this is actually a battle shonen, and guys, I just cannot believe that she is still writing manga, because she is almost 70 years old, but she is still producing some awesome series, so I have a lot of respect for her. And I do believe that these chapters are coming out either once every 2 weeks or once a month, so it's definitely good that she doesn't have to produce them weekly. But so far, I've only read a little bit of Mason Ikoku. I haven't read Inuyasha yet, but I've heard some really great things about this manga, and I'm just so excited to read this. And I am up to date with it, so I'm definitely excited to binge this series. Okay, then moving on, we have, guys, this to me is the most underrated Shonen Jump ever made. I had to actually buy this from eBay because unfortunately it is pretty hard to find now. But that series is of course The Gray Man. So let me show you all the volumes right here. So right here we have 15 through 26. And then volumes 2 through 14. Guys, I am so happy I finally got this manga. In one of my first manga hauls on this channel, I got volumes 1 through 4. And back then, this series was really easy to find. I think there might have been like a couple volumes that were out of stock, but they always came back. But I got volumes 1 through 4, and I read them, but it never blew me away. So I wasn't in a hurry to pick up the rest. But after like 6 months, I go back and read the first 4 volumes and decide, you know what, I'm gonna get it. And turns out you can't find it anywhere on Crunchyroll anymore, which I was so mad about. But luckily, I found a really good deal on eBay. I think I got all of this for like $10 a piece, which is of course retail. So I did not pay a crazy amount for this. Right now, I am currently at volume 15 in the manga. And guys, it is so incredible. This series has definitely gone down into my top 5 of all time. And outside of One Piece, this is by far my favorite Shonen Jump ever made. But the really sad part about all of this is that this series is currently on hiatus. It's been on hiatus for like, I think, years now. So I don't know if this series will ever get finished. But do not let that stop you from reading this series. If you have the Shonen Jump app, you can get all the chapters online. And if you can do that, definitely read this. Or if you can find them physically, definitely get them. Now, I will admit, the first like 5 or 6 volumes is not anything special. I was not blown away. It was a pretty basic story. But around volume 7 or 8, the artwork and the story just takes off and it doesn't stop. To be honest, the artwork is what blew me away the most, but then it just continues to get better and better. Some of the best art in any manga I've read. But another thing I love about this series is the characters. None of the side characters are left out. Each of them get their own parts of the story, so they are all really well written. Plus, another bonus about this, at least for me, is that it's set in 19th century England. And guys, I am a sucker for any series set in the Victorian era, so that was definitely a huge bonus for the series. Okay guys, and coming to the very last series in this manga haul, we have a series that I was not planning on getting for a long while, but Crunchyroll ended up having a sale on these volumes, and these volumes are really expensive, so I definitely jumped on it and got as much as I could, which ended up being 11 out of the 12 volumes, and the series I got is Vagabond. Now guys, I was so lucky to get these volumes because it takes a lot of people, I mean, it could take them years to find all these volumes in stock. And for me to find every single volume except one in stock is absolutely incredible, and I could not be luckier. Now the only volume that I couldn't find was volume 4, and I did have some trouble finding that one. I ordered it from like Walmart, I think, and there was just a bunch of weird shipping issues, and it ended up taking a really long time to get here. But luckily, I did end up finding volume 4, so I have the complete series that's out so far. Because like the Gray Man, this series is also on hiatus, and it's been on hiatus for a long time as well. But I recently just learned why it went on hiatus, and that's simply because Takahiko Inoue, which is of course the mangaka for it, he couldn't really come up with an ending for this manga, and this manga is considered to a lot of people the best manga ever made. And with how much people love this series, he wasn't gonna let the manga industry rush him into an ending like most manga out there. So he decided to just put the series off and, you know, and just enjoy his life in general. But it's been years and years since he put it off, and when he comes up with a great ending, he's gonna go right back to it. And you know what? I highly, highly respect him for that, because I get really mad at the manga industry sometimes because there's a lot of series that had a lot of potential, but I mean, you only get a week to write the chapter and draw it. So I believe that a lot of manga that went downhill could have been a lot better if they just had more time. And I feel like that's definitely the downfall in a lot of series. But guys, if you own these volumes in your collection, especially if you own all of it, you would know these are by far one of the greatest looking volumes, and I definitely put up a picture right here to show you guys what it looks like. Plus these Visbig editions just feel so nice, the page quality is amazing, so they definitely did a respectful job for this series. And another thing I want to talk about, I don't know what this series is about, like, at all. I know it's a samurai manga, and I've heard that the story is very, very deep, but outside that, I don't know anything from the story. All I know is that the artwork is incredible. Flipping through these volumes, I have never seen artwork so realistic. I really don't know how Takahiko Inoue made a series that's considered one of the greatest ever made, and then add some of the best artwork ever. This man is an absolute legend. Okay guys, and that will conclude my fall manga haul. I think I picked up some great series, but I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a great start to the winter season. I could not be more excited for it. And so with that, I'll catch you all in the next video.